now we're in a new one. Well, a very old car.
Very old.
But it's giving me wagon.
Yes.
Wagon wheels are rolling.
When was the last time you sat in a car built in 1912?
Wow, this is so cool. I mean, look how high this wheel is. We were talking about that because it's not adjustable, correct?
Not a bit.
So people really had to like drive all the
Absolutely.
way like this.
Yes, they did.
Wow, okay, so
Yes.
tell me all about this car. What is it called?
1912, it's a Mitchell. It's called a Baby 6 Roadster. Phenomenal little car. Actually, in America, through the teens into the early 20s, most people don't know this, but there was about 3,400 automobile manufacturers in the United States.
Really?
Mitchell, seldom heard of, is one of those great stories from the brass era. Called the brass era because of all the brass all over these cars.
Yeah. And so people just drove and had all of their
the elements
inside
you
like
were
revealed.
One with the elements. Absolutely.
Yes.
This is it.
No,
so it's a roadster. Roadster
car.
generally means no windows.
Really? Okay.
So in just about every vehicle, all the way up through until you get the Corvettes, Roadster is basically a car with no windows.
So is there a certain region that this car was most popular in, or was it spread out throughout the United States?
Spread out throughout the United States because this was you would think, okay, California would be, but this was made a lot closer to here than it was California.
Really? So I'm just trying to think about those winter days. I mean, I guess it's better than an actual wagon.
Yes, a little better than an actual wagon.
But the horse.
So you went from the horse-drawn carriage to the first cars like the 1908 over there. So these are basically, there's a club and these are basically called a horseless carriage.
Oh,
there you go.
Very
Yes.
cool. Ooh, this is a hot rod.
Yes, Jessica, nicely done. A poster car of sorts, right? I mean, this is the stuff kids hung on their wall. And now some grown-ups are doing it because it's of that age, that vintage. So 1987 Lamborghini Countach, 5000 QV edition.
So cool.
I mean, it is a killer car. Yes.
It is. I mean, it's beautiful. Now, this car sits low. We're tall people.
Yes.
That will be hard, I feel like, to get in and out of.
You can drop yourself in pretty easily. Getting out is definitely not as easy.
You need the
Let's
legs.
put it that way.
But I want to talk about something real quick because we're talking about how you curate and just really bring these cars in from all over the United States and globally.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you notice, there are not two of the same cars in here.
Yeah.
So we make sure we do a very thorough job of selecting, and then aside from diversity, selection is quality, rarity, stuff like that. So that's what we strive for. So ideally what we want is, even if you're looking at a $30,000 car, it's the best example of that mark, or a car that's worth a couple of $1 million.
Yeah.
You have that same quality.
A little bit of everything. Okay, we have to talk about these doors.
Yes.
Will you show me how it works?
Iconic. Everybody loves the Lambo doors.
Look at that.
Which do make it very easy to get into.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let me see you try.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
And when you're my size, you're almost laying down once you're in here. So I'm 6'3". I can do it. I can do it. I don't know that I'd want to spend like 1,000 miles in this.
Right.
But it is pretty awesome. It's a great car.
It is, and then okay, I have to do the honors.
Yep.
And just like that, you have Rod and the hot rod.